Let us do Pradhana and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Annado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Traita Theorem originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the author of more than 100 divine holy scriptures, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwar. We are learning Traita Theorem Bhagavad Gita, written by Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are learning Vidya Guhya Yogamu chapter from Traita Theorem Bhagavad Gita. I pray, immortal soul, to make you all understand the wisdom in a right direction. Let us see what we learned in the last week. So, in the last week, we learned from 15th Shlokam to 21st Shlokam from Vidya Guhya Yogamu chapter. So, what he told, let's recap in a short summary. There are some people who are worshipping Paramatma with Gnana Yagnam, and there are some people who are worshipping him as a unique form, physical form, that is called the formful God. So the absolute soul is spread whole universe. He has no shape, no name, no work. When one of his aspects take human form, he is called formful God. He is Bhagavan itself. So there are some people who worship the Bhagavan. So what Absolute said about himself is he is a sacrifice itself. He sacrifice itself. He is Kratu. Kratu means which is a prolonged worship. He is medicine. He is mantra. He is clarified butter which we put in the sacrifice itself. He is fire, and he is the homum itself, the homum where we put all the ingredients in it. So that will continue, the fire will continue. There will be Rutviks who will be doing the yagna. So when we put the one after another item, so that will be burnt, right? So that is called the homam, where we put all the ingredients. So all of them are him only, he is saying. Then he is saying that for entire universe, he is mother, father, and he is the donor, he is the grandfather. If you can learn about him, he is the Omkaram, he is the Om, the sound Om itself. And also he said that he is Rig, Sam, Yajur, Vedas also. And he said he is the final destination, he is the Lord, he is the witness. So he is the birthplace, he is the destruction place, and he is the slow, he is the seed, he is unperishable one. So there is nothing which is not him. See, he is everything. That's what he is saying. He is making tapamyaham, he is saying. That means, so when there is a heavy sunlight, if we get exposed to sunlight, the sunlight will burn and we will be suffering with that. So he makes us to suffer. That's what he is saying. And also he said that he will take the rainwater, and he takes out the water from from the earth, and again he will make that pour onto the earth as a rain itself. So that's why he's saying that he will absorb the rainwater and again he will give that. And he is death and he is also um, uh, life, death and um eternal life. He is Sattu and Asattu. Sattu means immortal soul. Asattu means so non-immortal soul. So mortal soul we can say. So he is everything. What he is saying, he is everything. You can't say which is not of Paramatma. And also what he is saying. So there are the people who learned three types of educations. So uh, those are of somapanas. Some people who drink some kind of drink think that that's a somapana, and the people who have no sins at all, and the people who likes to do sacrifices, those those kind of three people are worshipping him to attain the heaven. So those people who are earning the good merits or punyam, what they will do, they will attain the Surendra Lokam. That means the the realm which has a lot of whole completely luxuries itself. So they will go to that heavenly place and they will enjoy those uh, luxuries. Luxuries. Once those luxuries are completely washed out, gone, because he is experiencing, right? So once that experience is over, then they are falling down. They are falling down. They are coming down to the lower level, lower realm. So like that, for those people who desire the three kinds of people who desire the luxuries, so for them the luxuries are temporary itself. That's what God said. For the people, for gnanis and yogis, they don't have interest in such kind of education. That education related to three emotions itself. So they will not have, there is nothing to um, experience, there is nothing for them to experience in the heaven. So those kind of people, what they will do, those kind of people means the gnanis and yogis. So what they will do, how they will be. So we'll continue learning about them from 22nd slokam onwards today. So what God is saying here, ananya chintayanto mam ye janaha pariyupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. This slokam is talking about Jivatma and Paramatma. So whoever does not bring any other thought in their mind and always think about the absolute soul itself, that means he is always united with him, he is saying. And Paramatma is saying about him is his yogam, he is going to take care. He is going to take care about his yogam. Um, Nowadays, let's go in detail. So nowadays, everywhere, mainly in Hindu uh, culture, they will have devotion, but the devotion will be on many different kinds of demigods. So that way, there are so many gods exist in the um, Hindu culture itself, in Hindu religion itself. So why? Because it's happening is because they did not know the wisdom, divine wisdom. Since the divine wisdom they did not know, they are doing so. That's why everywhere you can see the worshippers of the demigods, but not actual God. So they don't worship actual God, actual Paramatma. They don't know that, and also they don't know that there is Paramatma who is the highest, who is the Lord of everybody. They don't know. So whenever somebody knows complete wisdom, then he can understand that, oh, there are so many gods. Actually, they are demigods. They are like him. As he is a mortal soul, they are also mortal souls. And that person will know that he is the mortal soul and there is immortal soul inside his body that is driving him, that is driving his body. And he will think that he has to, he will have the strong determination. That determination is about to attain Paramatma itself. So, such person does not bring any thoughts about any other demigods into his mind. He will be worshipping always the Absolute Soul, which is not the mortal soul. So, which is beyond the mortal soul. So, here the worshipping of Paramatma, is it like worshipping demigods? No, it's not like that. So, what is that is the state of mortal soul, losing the state of mortal soul and trying to merge with Paramatma, absolute soul, which is called the Yogam. That's what he is going to do. So, whenever somebody wants to do Yogam, unification, try to do unification, what happens? He will face the uh, some hurdles in his life, and he may face uh, illness. He might face um, money related difficulties. He may get some uh, problems with enemies also. There might be some situations like his wife and children don't agree for that. They may condemn. Like that, there are so many problems he is going to face, right? Even though those problems come, the absolute soul does not provide any protection against those problems, and he doesn't cure his disease or illness. He doesn't give any help to come out of his economical problems. So, some people here may ask one question that in the Slokam it is said that Paramatma is going to take care the yogi when he is worshipping him. So here they will get the question that in when Paramatma himself said in that Slokam, how come that yogi is going to face that problems? So here we have to go in deeper and learn what is uh, real notion. So in the Slokam itself, Paramatma did not say that he is going to take care his welfare of yogi, take care his take care the welfare of yogi. He never said that. He never said that if yogi got illness, he is going to save him. If he is facing some troubles, he is going to protect him. He did not say that. He said only that he is going to protect the Yogam of yogi, he said. Yogam of yogi. The yogam or unification of yogi will be protected by Paramatma, the absolute soul. But he did not say that he is going to protect in all the directions that he never said that he is going to protect in all directions the yogi. So uh, that is why in the Shlokamu also Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. That means he is going to protect the welfare of yogam, not the welfare of yogi. Okay. So in the history there are so many evidences that on the earth there were so many yogis who passed through all the hurdles and difficulties in their life when they were doing the yogam, when they were the yogis. So the real yogi, the straight, the perfect yogi, he is not going to hesitate for those kind of problems in the life, situations in the life. There are evidences, such evidences. Best example we can take in this context is Mirabai. She faced a lot of difficulties, lot of bad situations in her life, but she never she never deviated from the path of God himself. So those kind of yogis think that all the hurdles and problems, everything in their life, whatever comes, they are part of their karma, initiative karma. So everything whatever they experience is from the because of the karma itself, and they are going to keep their interest on absolute soul always. That is why the absolute soul will protect their yogam in whatever the situation they are in. So if they are in some situation, means that's coming from their karma. But when they will have focus on Paramatma, right? That's why Paramatma is protecting their yogam. That is why he said Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Let's move on to 23rd slokam. येऽप्यन्यदेवता भक्ता यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेऽपि मामेव कौन्तेय यज्यन्त्यविधिपूर्वकम्. So what Bhagavan, what Paramatma is saying over here is, the one whoever is worshipping the other demigods with a lot of interest, that means the worshippings are coming to absolute soul, but the guy is deviated from path of God. This is what. So his path, deviated path, his path is deviated, but his worshippings are going to absolute soul because they are worshipping demigods. Even though they worship demigods, the worships are going to absolute soul, but the guy who is worshipping is deviated from the path, he's saying. So in Hindu religion, if you ask them how many demigods are there, they will reply that there are 33 crore demigods. 10 million means 1 crore. 330 million demigods, they will say. So everybody will keep in their mind thinking that this might be the God, and they will start worship. Actually, God has no name, no shape, no work at all. But they are making different forms and worshipping them as God. So they are leaving absolute soul and worshipping the Anya Devatas, that means demigods. They, you can't find the people who are really worshipping absolute soul. But you can find millions of people who are worshipping demigods. There are the people in the society, we can say there are wicked people, robbers, sinners, and the people who are against the gnanis. They don't have trust on the absolute soul. So they will be worshipping demigods. And also there are the very bad idiots in the society. They also will worship some of the demigods. They will be they will ask their desires. They will want something. So they desire, they wish something with that demigods while worshipping. So that's why here what absolute soul is saying is, so though those people they worship whatever they wish, the demigod whatever they wish, so that worships are coming to absolute soul. Those people are worshipping demigods, that worships are coming to the absolute soul. But that worshipping whatever they do is going to absolute soul. Why? Because absolute soul is spread in everywhere. He is omnipresent. He is inside the creature, outside the creature. He is inside the living being, and he is inside the non-living things as well. In each and every electron, proton, neutron, anything you take in the whole universe, he is present everywhere. The people who worship the demigods, those worships are going to the absolute soul, because absolute soul is also spread inside the demigods. But the worshipper is worshipping the worship in the worshipper's mind. They have in the worshipper's mind demigod is there. So that is why they are deviated from the path of God. What absolute soul is saying, since their mind is focused on the demigod, so they are not reaching him. So they are going to reach the demigod only after death. That's what he is saying. That's why, so if they don't have focus on absolute soul, if they worship the demigods, they will attain demigods, not the absolute soul. Let's move on to the 24th slokam. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha न तु मामभिजानन्ति तत्त्वेन अतच्यवन्ति ते. So he is saying that he is the Lord of the yagnas. He is receiving the all yagnas. So bhokta means he is receiving all the yagnas. So when we offer, it will go to him. So the people who don't know that he is as immortal soul inside the body, those people are deviated from his path, he is saying. So in this slokam he said tattvena. Tattva means atma. The meaning tattva means atma. Some of the people who interpreted Bhagavad Gita, so they gave the meaning for tattva means reality, in reality. But by saying that in reality, whole notion of the slokam did not come out. When we understand tattvam means atma, then only complete meaning, some meaning, notion of the slokam is going to come out. That's what Swami provided to us. We are very happy that we are learning complete notion from this slokam. So he did not say about the yagnas which the human beings perform outside the body. About the yagnas, the absolute soul already told in other previously. Those yagnas are Gnana Yagna, Dravya Yagna. The Gnana Yagna means the wisdom, burning the wisdom of five sensible organs, wisdom. And Dravya Yagna means whichever the food we give inside the body, that is going to be destroyed in the digestion system. So he told about that already. That's why he said that he is receiving them. He is receiving them. He is doing that, he said. Here he said that he is the Lord of, he is the big and Lord of the yagnas in the body. So let us know in detail how he is receiving them and how he is Lord of them in the body. Because the immortal soul is spread whole body, spread inside the body from toe to head. So everywhere he is spread. His conscious energy is spread inside the body, whole body, in the whole body itself. So without his interference, no agnam is going to take place inside the body. In the body also, absolute soul is like immortal soul. Absolute soul is the immortal soul is absolute soul itself actually. So in order to know clearly, the absolute soul is very huge, infinite, right? That infinite soul, immortal, absolute soul, is like an immortal soul inside the body. So, behalf of that absolute soul, immortal soul is working inside the body. So, the absolute soul is a lord of all yagnas, as in the form of Atma, immortal soul, inside the body. So that is why in the Slokam also he said that if you don't know that I am immortal soul inside the body, so then you are deviated from the path of God, he said. So in the Slokam also he said, Abhijananti Tatvena, Abhijananti Tatvena. So people are not knowing him as immortal soul inside the body. That's what he said. So if people don't know that Paramatma is like an immortal soul inside the body, so they will be deviated from the path of liberation, he said. So far there are more than 350 interpretations for Bhagavad Gita that are already there on the earth, but except Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita, they did not provide the clear information about three souls: mortal, immortal, absolute soul. This Bhagavad Gita only provides the clear information about three souls. When you come to know about three souls clearly in the slokam, for which soul this wisdom is taught and all, then you will understand well. So that's why this Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita gave a new birth to Gita, Bhagavad Gita, because this contains the explanation about all three souls. So you keep away the jealousy or hatred from your mind, from you, and then keep reading the Bhagavad Gita with greater interest. Then only you can clearly understand the true notion of Lord Krishna. So let us stop here. We'll continue from 25th Slokam next week. We'll do Mangala Prarthana and end the session. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodharpam to everyone.